She don't want to join?
No.
No?
She's shy.
Yo, welcome to the spot where the mics are hot. Every word we drop got flow like a shot. Got stories to tell and jokes that hit hard. Come join the fun, it's a brand new yard. We bring the vibes, the beats won't stop. Tune in now, we rise to the top. Laugh, cry, shout, feel every drop. This podcast here is cream of the crop.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another R to the J podcast. And if you like what we're doing over here, go and like, comment, subscribe. It sure helps the channel grow. And today's special guest is Bryan with pineapple soda.
What up, guys? Pleasure to be here. I appreciate you for inviting me on, man.
Oh, man, I appreciate you coming too, And so everybody wants to know, I'm curious too, how did pineapple soda came up?
So, first, a lot of people ask me, kind of the name. Like, why pineapple soda? Like, why is such an odd, thing?
Yeah.
But my name is Bryan Piña, so my last name translates directly over to pineapple. And then from there, the soda is kind of just it's a little odd because I used to watch this guy named Guava Juice back in the day.
Yeah.
He made a lot of kind of kids content. So when I was younger, I would watch him a lot. And he was Juice. So I was like, how can I be something similar? So then I just picked soda and I ran with it. And it was a little catchy. So everybody was just like, pineapple soda this, when I was still in middle school, high school, because I started way back, and it was like, everybody's just pineapple soda. So it's catchy, and I'm like, everybody can remember that. I'm sticking with it, and then I just ran with it, and that's what I've become.
Yeah. Do you like pineapple, I guess?
Yeah, I love pineapple soda.
Okay.
Man.
I figured. Oh, everybody probably figured that too. But who is Bryan?
So I'm Bryan Piña. I'm 21 years old.
21. You're a young buck, dog.
Yeah, I'm real young, man.
Yeah.
I'm barely legal to drink now.
Yeah.
But pretty much, I love video filmmaking, photography, any of that stuff. I've started on an iPad Mini that I was gifted to by my mom one Christmas. I think I was 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I started playing games on it first and whatever. Somehow I ended up on Vine.
That's way back. Is that 4 or 5 years ago?
Man, so long ago. Honestly, I don't even want to count them because it makes me feel a little old, even though you just said I'm young.
You're 21. You're actually my son's age. My son's
Really?
about to turn 21.
Yeah. But I just started on Vine, and I would kind of make sports edits on there. So I was a big fan of basketball, soccer, all that stuff back in the day. 49ers, I see you're a 49ers fan, man.
Yep.
Shout out to them. And then pretty much I just would, anytime the beat would drop or something, little edit there. Anytime something, cool tackle, edit there. And started from there, and eventually I was like, you know what, I can record myself and also make comedic skits or something. So, they're gone. Good thing they're gone now. Vine's gone because I was not funny. But
I never got into Vine, I guess. I never got into it. I actually never ever downloaded that app.
Really?
Yeah. Even TikTok, I just recently got it probably a few months ago because I was like, man, I need to promote myself, get some little clips out here and there. Instagram, YouTube Shorts and stuff like that.
Yeah. YouTube Shorts was that. But yeah, it was just I think Vine was ahead of its time, way ahead of its time. They just messed up by not caring for the creators.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the big ones that were bringing them a lot of attention, they didn't get no money from it. They didn't get no exposure from it. So they just
okay, I got you.
they dipped out.
Okay. Do you think Vine might come back if the TikTok deal falls?
I think Vines is done for, bro. I think there might be another. Twitter might try to, I think Twitter still owns Vine unless they already sold it, but or X now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they might try to come back with their own thing, but I don't think it's gonna be the same. I think TikTok is just taking over, and it's hard to replicate that now.
I wonder why. I mean, I'm guessing you should be able to see the algorithm in a way, or not copy it identical, because I don't think you can actually see it, but I'm thinking that you could come up with something similar. Me personally, I like Instagram Reels better.
Yeah, I'm always on Instagram. I really don't get on TikTok unless it's to post. And people are always on TikTok, and they're talking about this or that. My girlfriend will send me videos, and she's like, "You never open them." I'm like, I just don't get on TikTok.
Yeah.
Instagram's where it's at. I don't know why. I like it better.
Yeah, I don't know, because I see so many different type of content on there. I guess TikTok. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
It might just be me.
But YouTube Shorts, if you're a creator, I think I keep telling people YouTube Shorts is where it's at because it's fresh, it's new. YouTube has so much money, they're just gonna push it out. They want to be in good competition with TikTok.
Yeah.
They don't want to just give everything to TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it's at.
So how long you been doing on YouTube?
Since 2016. So shortly after Vine shut down.
2016, you said? Yeah,
yeah.
almost 10 years.
I know.
You started really young then.
Yeah, man. I've been in this game for a minute, but like, yeah, the Vine shut down and YouTube was there, and I was like, so I'm just not gonna edit no more. Like, it's one of those things where like I genuinely had a passion for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see myself getting better, because at first I would edit just a picture, next picture, slide transition, picture, and then eventually video edits, and it would just keep going. And like I said, I learned how to edit like myself in the video and stuff. So yeah, once that got the ball rolling, I think YouTube was like my next option. So
Yeah. What software do you like using?
I edit on Final Cut Pro.
Final Cut Pro. I think I need to upgrade my editing skills as well too, because I'm just using the one software that comes with the computer. I think it's called Mini Clip or the laptop. So it does enough where I could get by. You know what I mean? But I figured the other ones that you could pay for it, I think you could do more things to it, I guess.
Yeah, it's worth the price. A lot of people always ask me like if I want to start a YouTube or I want to start editing or doing this, what do I start on? I'm like, well, do you have a phone? Yes. Record on your phone. Do I have to pay for this crazy subscription service to edit or whatever? No, just go on iMovie. Apple has one already built into the like Apple store for you, so just use that one. Practice your skills. If you enjoy it, then pay the money. If not, you're just gonna spend so much money, splurge, and then be like, oh crap, I just wasted my money.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like pretty much start off with the basic things you have on hand, just to make sure you like that direction you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Because me, when I got this house right here, I seen this little room right here, and I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. Literally, didn't have no ceilings. Half the drywall was missing.
Really?
So I started fixing that up, and I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with the room, but I was saying, okay, I can make it into a man cave. But my whole house is a man cave. I'm single, so I don't need that. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and try this podcast thing and see how it goes, because it was either that or doing some type of like maybe reaction videos and stuff like that. But I was saying, man, you know what? Let me try a podcast and actually like reach out to people, help out the community, help people get more exposure and stuff like that, and see what we can create.
Yeah. Isn't it like nice seeing like bringing something up from like pretty much the ground, like seeing it kind of flourish, building it with this podcast or with this room. Like, I don't know. I think that's my favorite part, especially like when I'm filming
creative,
something.
right?
Yeah, like when I'm filming something, I'm already like editing in my head. Like I'm like, okay, like that's gonna go there, or that's coming after that. Song goes there, B-roll footage. Like my brain just works as I'm filming. I'm already creating the video. So I don't know, seeing that like with other aspects, I can kind of see what people do. Like if you're an architect, I can see what you're already envisioning the building there,
Yeah. And it's B-roll. Where is that exactly?
A B-roll is pretty much like you just record footage that is fluff, extra, to fill it in where you might put a song in the background, or like a cinematic shot, like say like I don't know.
You're talking in the background and it shows something else.
Yeah. Just anything that will add to your video that is like it's perfect. I use it kind of like as my transition shot. If I don't want to just instantly go to the next clip, I'm like, okay, I'm talking here, roll some footage with some music, and now I'm at a new place. Now it doesn't feel as like, whoa, how did you get there? Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. And so when I first started, I started off with pretty much the camera I had. Since I had it there, I did try to do some just regular photos, just photography, just for me, just taking pictures. But since I had that already and had the stand, I just invested just a little bit more stuff. The old table right here, and then the mic. I got pretty much that's the first thing is I bought the mic and one headphones.
Okay.
Then now since I went ahead and upgraded my mixer, and then got the headphones now, so that way the guests could hear themselves.
Right. That's so cool. I watch a lot of podcasts like Joe Rogan, of course, any of those guys, the big guys, the Andrew Schultz.
I don't think ain't gonna be doing a 3 hours long. Those are long.
Dude, yeah. But I watch a lot. So just seeing it, I mean, being here is already crazy enough on a podcast. I think hearing myself through the headphones, I've always seen guests go like, whoa,
Yeah.
So it's it's a trippy situation right now.
Especially when you hear yourself for the first time as well too. You know, I mean, when I first started doing it, it's like, oh man, I hate how I sound.
too,
And
man.
everybody, I think, is like that.
Yeah. Sometimes like my little sister or something will play like a video of mine like on YouTube, and I'm just like, oh, like I hate hearing my voice. I don't know why. It's
Yeah.
just no.
I think now I'm actually got more comfortable now, which I'm used to it now. So you get over it.
Yeah, yeah. You have to kind of.
Yeah. So like I guess I was gonna ask you how you do what you did before you did this, but you've been actually doing this from like since you were little, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but what do you do now?
So of course the YouTube channel Pineapple Soda, I vlog on there. I kind of started, of course, with the like skits, but I kind of moved over to vlogging just because I felt like it was more me, more natural. I can just record anything. The reason I choose YouTube also and not like any live streaming or anything like that is just because I can edit it. I can cut this out or do that. I don't want a camera following me 24/7. Just live so everybody can see. I like that because I get to have my own privacy too. But also, I recently started Golden Pineapple Media, which is going to be like my freelance, like videography, photography, any of that.
Okay.
So I kind of make ads for companies, whatever company needs. If they have some new equipment or something fresh that they want to like promote or something, I go in there. I take a few videos of it, go home, edit it, boom, and now they have a video for their business. I offer package deals, of course. And then for photography, quinceañeras are pretty popular. Any of that stuff. So that's pretty much what I want to do now. As I further into the next few years.
Yeah, but you do have like regular 9 to 5, right?
Regular 9 to 5. Yeah. I work
Yeah.
at a restaurant down in Beaumont. So yeah.
Cashier, you said something
Yeah,
like that?
cashier. Yeah. So I mean, something's got to pay for your dreams.
Yeah, it's like, and some people tell other people, hey, just go full into your what you love, what you passion. Like no, sometimes you have to
You have to.
you have to have your source of income first. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Then build up and see what happens.
Yeah, and I mean the equipment. I'm sure this wasn't cheap, like your whole setup here. So it adds up, man. It adds up.
Definitely. I want to say off my head, the first round I probably spent like 1,200, 1,600, but everything, I mean, just kind of painting, drywall, and get somebody to fix it, and just miscellaneous thing.
Yeah.
But now, like I said, I upgraded the headphones, the mixer. Thinking about maybe I don't know if I should change up the lighting as well too, make it more darker tone. You know what I mean? Have some lights in the background, then have a soft light in the front. I'm thinking about doing that,
Yeah.
and then of course upgrading the cameras as well too.
Yeah. You just gotta play around with it, but I mean, this setup is nice too.
Yeah.
I like it. I like what you have on the wall too. Art, and then some books behind me. I don't know if I was telling you I had read that Subtle Art, Not Giving a Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like reading, man.
yeah.
You like reading?
I used to, but sometimes I like to hear it instead better because sometimes I'm a slow reader. Sometimes so like man, I'm taking too long.
I can't. I can listen to podcasts all day. I can't listen to audiobook. I mean, I guess I could, but it's just not my like.
Yeah,
I'm not comfortable with that. I'd rather just read it and see it, and
And I don't know. I feel like I read so many of the self improvement books and stuff like that, and I think eventually it's just all of them is almost pretty much the same thing, just saying in a
Yeah.
different way.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get stuck in that way where I'm just reading the same thing over and over. I might as well just be applying it instead of just reading it.
Yeah. There's one book I always recommend. It's called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. It's like it's a self-help book as well. That's probably my favorite book of all time, second to the Bible.
Okay.
And then any of the other self-improvement books, Rich Dad Poor Dad, which he's kind of a questionable person nowadays, but any of the other self-help books, that's pretty much my favorite category. And then the Percy Jackson books, I grew up on those.
Oh, okay. The
I love
fantasy.
Percy. Yeah, man.
See, I remember when like Lord of the Rings came out, and what's the other? What's the other ones? It's like Lord of the Rings. Oh, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. You don't have to choose which one you're gonna be watching, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. I chose Lord of the Rings because
I never got into Lord of the Rings,
Really?
but I hear good things about it.
yeah, it's really good, really good.
That and Star Wars, I never got into any of that, but like I hear good things. So it's like I want to, but then I never end up doing it.
Yeah. So what call it? You have any crazy stories that you could kind of share? Because I know we first met up actually over there. It's Selena
Right,
tribute.
right. Yeah, Tributo al Selena 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did that event last year, 2024. I think it grew a lot this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was a lot more people, a lot more like stands, I guess, selling things
Yeah,
and all
I'm
that.
sure I probably left a little early. I think I left. I was able to be there for like from 12 to 3 for a little while, and
Yeah.
I'm sure like afterwards later on, I think when all the little mini Selenas came out, I think that's when
Yeah,
it
they
started
was
getting
so
up.
cute,
Like,
bro. It was so
yeah,
cute.
I seen them a few of them, but yeah, what I call that was a nice experience. I got
Yeah.
to meet a lot of people out there,
Yeah.
and it's actually Edis, but I was called Iris. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Edie's yeah, I mean, it makes sense, Iris, but
Yeah.
Edie's I think that's what I call her. Maybe I could be wrong, but Edie's is the one that put it on, and she invited me that 2024. She invited me and she was like, "Hey, like I've got this event that goes on. Would you like to be like a maestro de ceremonia, which is kind of like the host,
Mm-hmm.
make things flow, go up there and talk, it's a good opportunity for you to like I guess get your name out there a little.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, sure. And the thing is, I had already met Edie's prior and like an event so many years ago with there's a place called Tacos La Bamba down in Beaumont.
Mm-hmm.
They had a place called Luna Club or something like that.
Luna Club. I think I heard of that.
And I don't think they have it anymore, but it used to be like this kind of like new place. Everybody's kind of they're trying to promote it a little bit. So it was around Christmas time. They had like I guess event for the youth, giving away some toys. They were gonna have some Santa Claus, a Grinch, all that stuff, live music, and I kept seeing flyers for it, and I was like, okay, like I'm a local YouTuber, so I reached out to, I believe it was the DJ at that time. I don't want to get wrong, but it might have been DJ Pac-Man. And I told him, I was like, hey, I'd like to be part of the event. I'm down to bring some toys down. And if y'all, are down to have me there, I'll just record the whole thing. And he was like, yeah, he put me in contact with Edie's because I think Edie's was really involved with it too. And I showed up at Tacos La Bamba, brought a bunch of toys, and then I was like, hey, can I just vlog all of this? They're like, yeah. So I have that vlog. It was a few years back though. I was real young, real chunky little. And then I remember I hit up this random lady that I just saw on Facebook to make me some shirts. And I was like, hey, can you put like pineapple soda on the back, slap it on there, put my little logo I had on there. And she was like, yeah. So I wore that, gave some away at the event. And then I guess I don't know. Edie's was I don't know saw something in me maybe, and she was like, "Hey, would you be down to do that for this event?"
Mm-hmm.
So then we did that for the Tributo Selena, and I mean I'm a big fan of Selena, but like I can't say like I know so much about her.
Oh yeah, Ida, she is very dedicated to that.
Right.
I give her that. What's up?
Right.
Yeah, I know she's watching us. She's like, oh, she has a lot of energy. I was just all over the place.
She's really good at like public speaking too. I like especially in Spanish.
Oh yes, yep. It's Spanish actually her first language and stuff
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
she's Panameña.
Yeah,
so,
Panamanian.
yeah. And yeah, so
She
from
talks
there,
fast too.
for real.
Oh like, man, I struggle just to understand what she's saying sometimes.
Man, I try to keep up, but like, yeah, her Spanish is like 100 times better than mine. But she's like natural with it though. Like I think she did radio at some point.
I think so,
So,
as
yeah.
well too. Yeah.
So that's where she probably gets all that from. But yeah, we did that. Gave away a bunch of toys. Got that vlog out, and for that Christmas event, then we did that Selena event, and that I thought went pretty well. I met a lot of people there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ran it up against this again this year, and I think it just keeps getting better. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what Edie's does with this event, and if she ever still wants me to be part of it, I'm more than happy to be part of it.
Yeah. If I'm still doing this, I'll be happy to go back again. You know what I mean?
And then seeing the like smiles that the mini Selenitas have, and then I think one of them won like a cash prize of $1,000. So
I heard that. Like, oh my god.
I'm like, wait, I'll
Yeah.
put on a dress right now.
That's why I asked her. It's just like, can I put myself in there? You know what I mean? Identify as a small little girl. You know what I mean?
They need an adult section actually.
Yes,
Can we-
yeah. Drag queens. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So you talked about your media, so you actually gonna build this into a business, right?
Right. So as of right now, it's just me, of course. And
Well,
then,
not just you. You got your girlfriend right here.
yeah, my girlfriend behind the camera.
Unpaid assistant right there. Slavery.
Don't tell nobody that.
Yeah, I know.
No, but yeah, she's always supporting me. So
That's good. You know what I mean? That's what I tell everybody. Find somebody who wants to help you build something together, you know? And that's always the best.
yeah, I think that's probably the key to like anything really. If you've got people around you that genuinely care and genuinely want to like see you grow or like do your thing, and are willing to like help you, even if it's like nothing that they know how to do or nothing they know about, that's it's like a blessing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna tell the girls out there, yeah, again, girlfriend application. You know what I mean? If you guys want to edit
Y'all
and
hit
stuff
'em
like that,
up.
go ahead. If you know how to edit, go ahead.
Y'all know where to
we'll
go.
talk about it. Yeah.
But yeah, man, yeah, it's having people around you that care is top.
Yeah. And so you said you've been on YouTube for 5 years. How is it? You think kind of hard, difficult to make you grow? You know?
It's changed so many times over the years.
Mhm.
Like it's nice. I love the Mr. Beasts and all those people that come in, but then they make the line like grow so much. Like there's a big gap in between like Mr. Beast level videos and then you're starting off,
Mhm.
you know. And I think I'm like,
In the middle.
yeah,
I'm still off in the like starting phase. I want to say
right.
because technically this I think is my 50th video, long form podcast. You know, then I put some
Yeah, your
shorts out there.
50th video.
Yeah, and which is good because what I call it, I always hear that supposedly everybody gives up after their third or fourth podcast and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So you know,
Yeah, no, I can see how it can be complicated, bro. But I mean, you're doing a good job, bro.
yeah,
Props to you as well. We gotta give you your
appreciate it.
flowers.
Yeah,
But yeah, like I just think people like Mr. Beast are levels ahead of everybody else. I don't know if you're familiar with Mr. Beast,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, I mean, who isn't?
Yeah, he began like what 100 million views,
Yeah,
70 million views.
and
Like
then yeah,
man, he just banging. That's why he could have all those crazy things going on. But
yeah,
then again, YouTube promotes that as well too.
yeah. They like it. I
Yeah,
mean, they're getting paid too.
exactly. But then so also what I noticed too is YouTube is starting to push smaller channels as well too. So that's what I've been noticing as well.
Yeah, they try to balance it out, especially like that's. I think earlier I touched on the shorts, the YouTube shorts. A lot of people I see are sleeping on it, especially people that already make YouTube videos and aren't posting shorts. Um, YouTube literally has like, if you go to your YouTube channel, you click your video, you're able to make a short from the video, post it. That took me like 10 minutes,
Mhm.
and then the shorts are being viewed a lot because it's new. Everybody wants to, just try out the new feature, whatever reason it can be. YouTube is pushing those shorts. So I post maybe like say from one YouTube video that I make, I cut it down and make like 20 shorts.
Yeah.
And and then I link that video the shorts to my main video. So then from my shorts, I'm getting say the YouTube short gets like 1,000 views. Okay, so out of those 1,000, maybe 100 went to see the
Yeah.
actual video.
So those shorts you actually are going in there and editing yourself to make those shorts, right?
Right. So at first, I would just literally, oh my God, I would like go to sleep like at 3, 4 in the morning making these shorts because I would have to chop them up myself and then post them on YouTube. And then hopefully one did good, hopefully. But now with YouTube having that feature in there, I'm like, okay, people don't know about it. I'm taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to use it. And it's been beneficial. I think in the last like maybe 6 months, I've gotten maybe like 500 subscribers off of just the shorts.
Okay.
So I'm want to just tell people, look, do it. Like I'm not gonna gatekeep nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
And it sounds like easy work. Oh, I just have to post 20 shorts. But once you actually start doing it, you're like, oh my
And you
God.
gotta be consistent, and then at the top, you can't just be randomly
Right,
here
right,
and there.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that's what I was thinking about doing. Okay, what I'm gonna do with this podcast? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Where I'm gonna go? But I figured, okay, let me talk to people who are professional and business or entrepreneurs or people in trades, especially
Mhm.
around this area,
Mhm.
and just get their inputs and on their journey, whatever, and see what could happen.
Yeah, and like I mean, I came across your podcast. I think it was the first episode, and it was your engineer friend, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And I don't really know much about engineering. I mean, I went to school, of course, but I see some stuff, but like not engineering school. And then I don't necessarily say know anything about being a nurse or whatever, but I'll still sit there and listen to a podcast of a nurse speak about their experience because it gets you like a perspective hands on. Like they're in that field. So you get to learn about that. And chances are won't be a nurse or anything, of course, but like a doctor or anything. But um I like to know. I'm a person that wants to know everything.
yeah,
I'm down to ask the questions. I'm down to like learn, and I want to like okay see it from your point of view because I might not agree with everything that somebody believes or somebody says, but I'm down to hear you out about it. I'm down to see what's up. So I think that's why I love the podcast format.
yeah.
And that's why I came across your podcast actually. So it's trippy, man.
Yeah, and then I figured, like, okay, maybe later on, am I gonna reach out to people who are like well known? You know, let's say the Jordan Peterson and just those type of people. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking, do I really want to do those type of podcasts where they get famous people come? Because I'm really just trying to help out, or people know the regular people just like them. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't relate to Jordan Peterson or other people. You know?
Yeah. And then people forget that there's so much like local like talent too, you know? A lot of people want to instantly go pay somebody, I don't know, $1,000 to show up to their thing, and it's like, do you even know this person? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, they're famous. Okay, well, what are they gonna offer you? But then sometimes, you know, you'll have actual talented people that are like willing to even just do it for free just to, you know, get their name out there.
Yeah, and
So
that's one thing too. Is this, actually, I had some people ask me, "Hey, so how much you charge me to get on your podcast?" I was like, "I'm not charging. I'm doing it just really just just I guess for fun. I guess you could say that whatever, but and see what happens pretty much. But yeah, I don't like to charge people
Yeah.
if they want to come on the podcast and promote whatever
Yeah.
they want to do for the community, especially
And there's nothing wrong with it. Like moving forward, like in the future, like I don't know if you were to charge people to
Yeah.
come promote their
Well,
stuff, you know,
if they want to sponsor me, let's say, you know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
it's like I don't want to charge them to be on, but if they want to like sponsor me in some way, shape, or form, I'll take it. So if you guys, I might need to put like a little Venmo thing there, so that way you guys to donate. What you guys think? Yes.
But yeah, there's always somebody willing to take a risk on people. So like people are willing. I know a lot of people that are taking risk with me, and like fortunately, I deliver a good product or deliver, but it's not like I'm the biggest YouTuber out there. I'm working.
But you
my
gotta
way.
start somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes a while too. You never know when it's gonna be that number because talking about the little channels, I heard one guy say, just keep on posting, even though it seems like nobody's viewing. Just keep on posting.
Yeah.
You don't know which one is gonna hit, and it's gonna just promote all your things.
Yeah, and I've spent say like hours working on one video and it'll flop, and then like one other thing I'm like, should I even post this? I post it and it does better than anything else, and I'm like, are you serious? Like this is what it took,
Well, it's crazy sometimes. Or something might pop off on TikTok, but it's not gonna pop off on YouTube or Reels, whatever.
exactly.
It's just so weird.
That too. Like I'll post it on everywhere. Sometimes repeat video, but like on YouTube Shorts, on Instagram Reel, on even Facebook. I've tried a bit, but every audience is so different. Like the Facebook one, I think they'll critique you more. Instagram is just kind of like, oh, okay, like whatever. TikTok, people will comment, interact, or whatever, and then Shorts is where I see the most like engagement with it. So I stick to what's working for me, but everybody's is different. And yeah, like you said, one will do like super good on one app, and on the other like completely flop. And I'm like, oh, like you got to just take your chance everywhere.
Yeah. Luckily, I started using this Opus clip. I want to say where it kind of actually I just download my music. I mean, not my music, the podcast.
FBI.
And what I call it, and it does the clips for me.
Yeah.
So it fills out everything, right? The transcript, everything on there. So I could just go in there and just watch which ones I want to put up. So it's like pretty cool. But I just try to put in like maybe 3 per podcast. Unless I probably see some really good ones there, so that I have to put that one on.
Yeah, and then I would limit myself to, I'm like, only the best part that I think is the best I'm gonna put out there, and then I start cutting up. I cut the whole video down, bro. Like whatever, if something happened in the beginning, that's getting cut down, putting into a short. The middle, putting into a short. Like everywhere, because you don't realize it, but somebody out there thinks that is funny or that is beneficial to them, and it works. Because I'll post shorts that I'm like, I wouldn't care for this, and maybe in the full context of the video, yeah, but this little part, no. And then it just does so good. So I'm like, okay, I can't limit myself to what I think is great. Other people will maybe think otherwise.
Yeah. And I think YouTube, in order to be monetized, I think you have to get 1,000 subscribers within a year, supposedly, right?
Man, so yeah, it used to not be like that. Recently, I think you have to have 10,000 hours of watch time, 4,000 total views within, I think, or no, like 1,000 total subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, and then 10,000 views to be able to monetize or be eligible for monetization.
And that's within a year too, huh?
Yeah, within that 365 days or whatever they give you. Not from the day you start getting those views to the day they decide is a year. So
Oh, okay, I got
yeah. So yeah, if you have a video that you posted maybe 2 years ago, but it started getting views this year, then that's counting for this year, which is good, but also like, oh my God, like I did great on that video last year. Why can't that count for this year? Something like that. But yeah, they got strict.
Yeah, and my question is, do you think let's say once you start getting a whole bunch of views and some of your old videos start getting a whole bunch of views, do they pay you for that as well too? Or
If you're already being monetized, yes. If
Okay.
not, no. But
Okay.
like currently, I'm not on monetization.
Okay.
Yeah. I've that 4,000 hours of watch time is a struggle because you think 4,000 hours everybody can watch that, but no, you first you have to post 4,000 hours of content. Which if you're posting 10-minute videos, just think about how much videos that is. And then to have people watch all 4,000 hours, that's also too. And then it gets tricky within like the ads and like how long they're watching your ad for, how much of the video they're watching. So that is,
Yeah. I want to say like doing this podcast is very difficult to make it grow because it's like, there's so many podcasts there. Then, everybody say, okay, why should I hear him on this podcast?
Yeah.
So
And then it'll
if
be
you-
the
yeah.
local people that you feel like should probably support you the most,
Yeah.
but you'll have some stranger in Taiwan who's like your number one fan, and you're
Yeah.
like, how? Like,
Yeah. So guys, if you want to support, like, comment, subscribe. Always gotta say that too. Just
yeah,
it's
yeah.
some people. It's just you got keep on repeating it, then they'll eventually give up. Okay, I'll
I got
subscribe. I like it too.
you. Leave a comment. Those help.
Even if it's a bad one, just let me know. Give me some feedback.
Literally. Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh man, that's a tricky question.
And plus, you're young too, so you have man. I could imagine if I knew everything I knew right now when I was your age, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no. If it's crazy because you think about it, you're like, time goes by too fast.
Mhm.
But you don't realize that when you're younger, and then you're already graduating. You're like, oh, wait a minute, what is going on? Life is too real. But yeah, in the next 5 years, I mean, I don't see myself stopping this YouTube stuff. As long as I'm able to, God willing, I'll keep doing that. Because as much as maybe it's faster sometimes than other times, but it's been steadily growing, So that I'm like a few views away from like 1 million total views. So I'm just,
nice.
and some people get 1 million.
Congratulations.
Hey, thank you, man. But some people get like 1 million on each video, but we're working up. And then it's cool because I've seen myself do things that I would see other YouTubers do, like growing up watching them, and especially because I grew up in a generation where I still saw TV, I still saw shows, but then half of that was also YouTube. Now people don't care about TV shows or whatever.
Same here. I rarely turn on the TV to watch anything now. Everything is YouTube or whatever. That's it's actually worth it, guys. If you watch YouTube a lot, pay the premium. Because in reality, you skip all the ads.
Yeah,
And
I don't even have that.
Yeah, well, I do it just because I watch so much YouTube, but I don't watch just anything. I watch all kinds of things. From building things, from political things,
okay.
money wise. So I when I'm watching on YouTube, I'm watching just that way I could grow in many different directions. Pretty much.
I've seen I've heard good things about it actually. Yeah, but I haven't got
Also,
it
you get the music too.
for free, huh?
Yeah,
or
with
you
it.
can. It's kind of like iTunes, I guess.
Something like that. You could download music into the YouTube
Oh.
app, whatever. So you could hear the music in the background too. Or you know how in YouTube, if you turn off the video from your phone,
Oh, it stops.
it stops. But with the premium, you can keep on going.
Oh, I see what they did there. Because people, I unintentionally use that sometimes, or not knowing I'm using.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Back in the days, they didn't do that. Because I remember I used to use it in that background, just listening to a podcast or whatever. But then one day I noticed, hey, I can't do it no more. And I think that's why.
Oh, they caught on.
Yep.
They caught on. Everything's subscription based now too.
Oh, yeah, that's how they get you, man. You got to make sure that's what, like, I even got one for Cinemark. I haven't even went to the movie for like almost 6 months now, man. The point's just building up, and I was like, man, I need to go watch the movies because also too, if I cut it, I'm gonna lose all those.
Oh, and then they probably end at the year, huh? At the end of the year, they probably refresh.
I don't even know if you could lose them. I hope not. Shit.
You already lost all your points.
I need to go use them for real. Once I use all of them up, and then I can cut it off. It's no point. Especially now, you could go to a private website and watch them now. You know.
Yeah, and then you could do everything from the comfort of your home now too.
Yeah.
So everything's subscription based. Everything.
Yeah. So, 5 years, I say I would see you being very growing the media, your media company very big, just the way because I see you're hustling out there. You know what I mean? I could see that. And I'm sure we can collaborate again.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm hungry. You know, I'm hungry for it. So hopefully, you know, that shows, and then that continues to grow, and you know, hopefully, I mean, for sure we'll collaborate, bro. We'll do something together.
Yeah, and you like we talked to, you know what I mean? You're not very extrovert, you know. You're the introvert, you know what I mean? I'm the same way, you know what I mean? Getting out doing this is out of my comfort zone, you know.
Yeah, and then maybe, like I said, I don't come off as like introverted, but like for sure, I'm very like to myself, and if I mean, yeah, it's real, it's genuine because I have a passion for it. So that I think that helps me, like, say, go out on stage and do what I have to do if I'm at some event or something. But it's not like I'm super comfortable with it. If there's too many people in like one spot, I'm like kind of super anxious. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, that's what a lot of my friends think, that I'm very quiet or whatever. It's because sometimes when we get, it's a whole group of people and they're just talking so much. I was like, okay, this is too much. First of all, I don't even got a strong voice, you know, or loud voice and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't even want to speak over them.
Yeah.
So I'll let them talk or whatever. If I go watch a game or whatever, more focused on the game anyways. But yeah, I say I would get more talkative when I'm more like a one-to-one with a person. You know, 2 or 3 people, somewhere around there, a little smaller crowd. I just can't do big crowds.
Yeah, and it's just easier to get them to genuinely know a person, I guess. Like at this podcast setting or something, you know, if you had 10 other people in here, kind of like, "Ooh, okay, I'm trying to focus on you,
Yeah.
but you're talking, you know."
Well, first, if we had 10 people here, it'd be hot as fuck in here. I tell you that right now.
Bring out the deodorant.
Yeah, I know. Huh? Okay, who didn't take a shower? Yeah, but you have any last words for the audience?
Y'all make sure y'all keep supporting Arthur the J for sure, and then check me out, Pineapple Soda. I guess I can touch on my slogan. I woke up to a new day. I Wu-Tanned. I started that because, well, I say it at the beginning of every video. I don't know.
I Wu-Tang?
I Wu-Tanned. So it's I woke up to a new day.
Oh, okay.
Wutand.
I thought you said Wu-Tang. Like the Wu-Tang Clan?
Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
No. But I woke up to a new day. It's simple because it's, you know, I woke up to a new day. I got a new 24 hours to do something great with my day.
Yeah, and you gotta be grateful too. That you were able to wake up too.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you look at it through like a Christianity aspect, where, you know, I'm Catholic, but I like to think of it that way, where like God gave me another opportunity. So I'm like, okay, like let's get this. And then also, if you just think about it as like a hustler, like kind of like I got a new day, like let's do something about it. And then, you know, if yesterday wasn't the greatest, well, you got another one. So that, and I kind of had a vision early on, because back in the day I used to watch a lot of YouTubers like Roman Atwood, FouseyTube, and they had slogans at the beginning of their videos. Like good morning, or like smile more, or something like that. So I always thought I need my own, you know, I gotta have my own to stand out too, to start my videos. So I went with I woke up to a new day, and that ended up being like real personal to me, because I'm getting a new opportunity to begin my day again. So then I decided I'm gonna just say that every video. So I mean, my YouTube is really like a compilation of my life, you know, as I grow up. So I want to one day, you know, sit with my kids and be like, all right, let's watch them.
Yeah, that's another reason too I started it, because that way I have all of this categorized, or people, you know, in my channel, and that way when my son has kids, and for something happens to me, they could actually go back and see, this is your grandpa or whatever, you know, this is how he was or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It won't be the same, but they'll get this little glimpse of me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then they'll see just kind of like, they'll be able to see my life story without me having to, let me sit you down and tell me about it. Like, well, let's just watch it, you know. When I went to do this or that, or my first, you know, commercial that I filmed or something like that. So I also envisioned in my mind, like, imagine all my I woke up to a new day intros in one long video. like how long would that be, you know? But just I woke up to a new day and it's me without a beard, me with a beard, you know, as I get older.
I might need to come up with something saying, right? I don't know what yet,
Yeah.
but
It's easy, and then people will just randomly come up and I woke up to a new day. I'm like, oh, so it's catchy. It
Yeah, yeah.
sticks to people, and that's what you want in this kind of like industry. You want something that sticks, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like those sticky hands, you know. Come here.
yeah. There's one little line that's these. Have you ever seen or heard of Real AF with Andy
Mm.
Frisella?
I know who Andy Frisella is, but I haven't.
Yeah, that's his podcast,
Okay,
Real
okay.
AF. You know what I mean? And they, I think, put like 3 or 4 episodes per week. You know what I mean? Just talk about kind of a lot of different type of categories.
Mhm.
And they have one slogan that I like, and they always get it from everybody and say, if you want to, if you like the show, don't be a hoe. Share a show. Yeah.
Come watch some more. I
Yeah.
just added one for him. But yeah.
So I was thinking, okay, I don't want to use that because that's their saying. So I want to come up with something like that too. I guess people come up to me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that. But yeah, like I said, I'm very glad you were able to come. We were able to do this. I got to know you a little better, and also your girlfriend right here. Even though she didn't want to come on, maybe next time she'll be on.
Yeah, maybe she won't be so shy.
Yeah. So how's that work? Like she's strictly just in the background.
I mean, she does her own stuff. You know, she's a baker, so I love supporting her side, and then she in return
Okay,
supports
see
my
that
side.
you can come over here for baking. You know what I mean?
Right,
Promote
I
yourself.
tried to tell her.
You gotta put yourself out there.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know anything about baking, but if she needs me to stir or something, I'm gonna do it. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like it's an unwritten rule. I guess we
Mhm.
just have. And
Yeah. Oh, yeah, let the viewers know where you're at. You're on YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah, on YouTube as Pineapple Soda. If you want to search it, easy at Pineapple Soda YT, and then Instagram is yt.pineapplesoda. Same thing, Facebook Bryan Pina, and then in Twitter or anything X. You can also find me as YT Pineapple Soda.
Yeah, and I'll try to go ahead and get all the information on the description boxes. That way, you guys could just click the link or whatever. All right, guys. You guys know what you guys need to do. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. It sure helps the channel grow. All right, peace out.
There you go.
Breaking news or cool interviews, we keep it real, no scripted cues. From wild debates to heartfelt tales, strap in tight, this train never derails. We bring the vibes, the beats won't stop. Tune in now, we rise to the top. Laugh, cry, shout, feel every drop. This podcast here is cream.